Hello, and welcome to Kings Point Spotlight. I'm Lieutenant Tyrone Broxton. Taking a risk by applying to a service academy is a big gamble. Betting small on the traditional college experience may lead to some short-term gains, while placing all of your chips on the United States Merchant Marine Academy can lead to a lifetime of prosperity. Over the course of the past several months, I've spoken to some Kings Pointers who hit the jackpot in their respective careers. Here are some excerpts of those conversations to further illustrate where USMMA's options and opportunities could land you.
I was thinking I was going to go in the Air Force for a very long time, and then actually switched off and on to Army Airborne. I was thinking about that, and actually Navy EOD, but ended up finding my best opportunities for me personally to sail in the merchant marine industry. I landed with Crowley in the Gulf doing contract tugs. I liked the hands-on experience and the ability to still travel and get that shipping experience.
They offered me a great deal moving down to the Florida Panhandle, working with a civil engineering squadron down there, and it gives me an opportunity to serve my country and use what I've learned here. And I would have been a fool to turn it down, so it's a good thing. I'm very excited about it.
Started out with this company called Kirby Inland Marine. It's a small, actually I shouldn't even say small, it's a pretty large tug and barge company based out of Houston, Texas. And I did that for a little bit of time, and I pretty much decided that I wanted to stay shoreside, be closer to home, things like that, so I picked up a job at a company called APM Terminals, which is primarily a shipping company, or excuse me, it's a terminal operations company that handles all the ships that come into the terminals, container operations going on and off the vessel. I help oversee that operation, so and a lot of the planning and whatnot that goes into streamlining that process as much as possible.
I did some shipping out with Maersk Sealand for about 5 years, then went into personal finance, got my CFP, and now I own my own insurance agency and financial planning firm here in Long Island.
I did naval architecture for a little bit, and now I'm in the insurance industry.
I started with Ryder Logistics, which is a logistics company at 3PL. I started in Philadelphia right out of school as a coordinator. Enjoyed the job, really got to learn the ropes of what a logistics company does, what the trucking industry does and how those two mesh. And moved up throughout the company, stayed in New England, and then recently I'm still with Ryder, moved to Dallas-Fort Worth, and I'm at their Transportation Management Center in their Transportation Management Division, working with Boeing and Northrop.
When I'm recruiting in the area, I know the call.
Good.
So,
right out of, actually 4 days before graduation, I got an excellent job offer with a fellow alumni working with the Port of Miami Terminal Operating Company, right on site of the Port of Miami, which was awesome.
talk about location.
Yeah, very, very beautiful place. Learned a lot. I was a terminal superintendent for a few years and then moved up. I was operations manager. Basically working with Customs and Border Patrol, pretty much every government agency, Port Authority, as well as the stevedores, basically discharging ships and loading them back and basically organizing and pretty much setting up the whole day-to-day operation of the terminal, getting the product in, getting the product out, dealing with truck drivers and 3PLs and freight forwarders, all that fun stuff. Worked there and just recently transferred to a place with a little more opportunity. Still in logistics, but I work with a Pepsi bottling company, now PepsiCo, as a warehouse manager. So I'm enjoying it.
Very good, very good.
Since graduation, I've been working with a vessel agency, Norton Lilly, in Houston, and got a little bit of a promotion. I'm now a vessel line manager for 2 different container companies. I work with Coast Guard, Customs, ICE, you name it, I deal with them in Houston, and enjoy it and plan on staying there.
I'm Gabe Petricone. I'm from New Jersey. I went to Kings Point class of 2005, majored in marine engineering systems. I sailed for about 3 years, and then I got a job working as a customer support and end user sales for ABB turbocharging.
Mike Hugh, 97. After I graduated, well, I did a lot of different things, but now I'm working for ABB, running the operations in North Brunswick, New Jersey.
Hi, I'm Earl Burns, class of 1989. I studied marine engineering. I've done a myriad of things since graduating in 1989, but I've been in the energy industry in general, worked in trading, marketing, a little bit of operations.
Nick Tanzi, Marine Engineering Systems, class of 1988, and my company Fast Stream got all 3 of these gentlemen their current jobs.
I landed in the drilling industry, the oil field. And the company I work with is Transocean.
Okay.
And I am what's called a dynamic positioning operator.
Okay.
And my basic job is to monitor all the systems on the ship and to keep the ship in one stationary location so we can conduct drilling operations. And if you can imagine, you drill in almost a mile of water. You have to be over the spot that you're drilling in the seafloor. So my job is to keep it in that spot while maintaining the safety and integrity of the ship.
Graduated out here in 02, went to LA, my first duty station in the Coast Guard. I did law enforcement out there. It was right after September 11th, so the Coast Guard was starting, they were commissioning these anti-terrorism units. So that was an exciting time to be in the Coast Guard. I got to be a boarding officer, qualify as a boarding officer, go out, do some anti-narcotic deployments. I did some port security deployments when the war started, and then I put in for and got selected for flight training a year and a half into that tour. So I short toured out of there, went to Pensacola, did flight training, selected helicopters, left Pensacola as a helicopter aviator and went my first tour in aviation to Corpus Christi, Texas. Flew there for 3.5 years, made aircraft commander, put in a request to leave early. One of the advice I got while I was here at Kings Point, matter of fact, was never stay your whole tour if you can. And I have kept to that. I've done it everywhere I've been so far. I've tried to bounce early. Like as soon as I qualify at something, bounce out to another tour. So I did that, put the request in, got it. Put in for Kodiak, Alaska, got picked up for that. And that's where I'm at right now. I've been there 6 months, and I have another 18 months there in Kodiak.
And there are several facts about this academy as opposed to other service academies that that you can really draw off of. The fact that you come to this service academy, you can go any service you want. That's a nice draw. Plus the fact that you can go out and get a civilian job if you want. You have the option to go to sea. And the nice thing also about this academy is that they provide you that opportunity to do your sea year, which is really a great opportunity that a lot of people. I look back on it, and I'm so glad I had the opportunity to take advantage of that situation and really go out and see the world and do all sorts of different things. I'd seen a multitude of countries before I even turned 21 that people won't ever see in their lifetime, and I think that was by far one of the best aspects of it, and you won't get that at other service academies.
I was dead set going Marine Corps. It's what I want to do in my life. I graduated high school, and young 18-year-old, I was just like, I want to go to war. I want to go over to Afghanistan, wherever, and I want to go fight. This is something I wanted to do, not knowing a lot about it. And when you come to the Merchant Marine Academy, you have so many options. You can still go do that if that's your goal, if that's what you want to do. You also have the option of going reserve and serving in that aspect. And being a civilian, it also gives those individuals who maybe don't want to serve in an active duty role, but don't really know where they want to go in life. I know when I graduated high school, I had no idea what I wanted to do for a career. I had no clue. I know I wanted to go Marine Corps, but I didn't know if I wanted to do that my whole life. I didn't know what I wanted to do as a young man. I didn't know what I wanted to do as a person. And this place gives you direction without locking you in. And you come here and there's like, hey, these are the classes that you're going to take. This is the direction you have. Here, you can pick. And so it provides you a lot of options without locking you down. And it pushes you in a direction. And it's a very successful direction.
I have a couple job offers right now. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to take, but I definitely know that when I get out of here, I have a job waiting for me.
That's tremendous.
So.
Now, have you settled on the Naval Reserve, or are you going to go another route?
Naval Reserve.
And that concludes this edition of Kings Point Spotlight. Until next time, acting on verba and go Mariners!